Hey everybody, tandem bikes, okay? Now if you're like me, when you think tandem bike, you think goodies, you think romantic rides around with your partner, but actually there's way more to it than that. So when I put the word out here in Adelaide saying, hey, has anyone got a tandem bike? I'd love to do a video on a tandem bike, and I thought surely one, maybe two people will have a tandem bike. I was inundated with all of these messages from people, and it's opened up this whole other world of tandem cycling for me that I really want to share with you guys. So we're going to do that, but first I'm here with Philip, and he has offered to show me how to ride, teach me how to ride a tandem bike and give me my first go on a tandem bike. So let's do this. Let's go and talk to Philip, who's going to show me this bike. So you've got a tandem bike, and you've kindly offered to let
There's no issue. You've got to have a mindset, and I try not to steer. Now I adjusted the seat height for you. I think I'm pretty right. Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I'm trusting you.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. That was so fun and so different and so strange. How do I describe that?
The instincts of steering has to be overcome immediately.
Oh, that is such a good way of putting it. The instincts of steering have to be overcome, and I was really struggling with that because I feel like I need to be doing this, but I don't. And then you see things coming towards you. And I'm going to go this way or that way, and I can't.
I could feel you moving your body, and I had to balance and steer.
Is that hard for you to do that?
No, I can feel it straight away.
Yeah.
But then, as you go faster, that reduces because in actual fact you become more steady.
Yeah, okay.
But here in the car park, short, sharp manoeuvres, it's throwing you around and you're not ready for it.
Yeah, and then there's like...
I catch it.
Yeah.
But the geometry of the bike is such that you have to be very, very supple with your steering.
Yeah.
Because the back wheel is so far behind the front. Your length, your wheelbase is somewhat extended.
My heart was like, and I was finding it really hard to relax. You're putting your trust in somebody else. That was the feeling. And I suppose that's it, it's a lot of teamwork, or just trust, isn't there? And,
but everyone's riding style is different too, so I had to quickly pick that up.
All right guys, that was, oh my goodness, I was so nervous. I was really nervous. That was kind of scary, but it doesn't need to be. It's just mostly, I think, because I didn't want to let go. I'm so used to being in control. And actually that's what I want to talk to you about, because so with tandem bikes, we all think that it's just fun, right? We just think it's fun, it's something romantic, it's the goodies, you go out and do all this crazy thing. It's like a unicycle, all of that. But this whole other world to tandem cycling that's just amazing okay, there's planes going over, you might hear that, so I'll just keep talking and hopefully you can hear me. But there's a whole other world to tandem cycling that just blew my mind. I really want to introduce you to some people I've got here with me, because tandem cycling for them is so crucial, it's so important. It means, you know how it's easy for you and I to get out on our bikes and just go riding anytime, anywhere, whatever. It's not always easy for people to get on their bikes and do that, but they've found a way to do it with tandem bikes. And so here I want you to meet Lizzie. Hey. Lizzie is totally blind. We'll go into Lizzie's story more in a moment. And over here we've got Ethan and his dad Dion, and Ethan has autism and he rides a tandem bike. What have we got here? Stitch. And Stitch goes riding as well with you, yeah?
He goes everywhere.
He goes everywhere.
Yeah.
So cute. Oh, he just attacked the camera. So this is exciting. So Philip's going to be your pilot. You're going to be the stoker. You're the pilot. Ethan's a stoker. Yeah. And I'm going to ride Fuji. There's another plane. And we're going to go for a spin. And yeah, this is really cool. I love this. And I think we might even meet one or two other people out there. Let's see. Okay, let's go.
I haven't been on one of these sorts of tandems for ages.
So what's the tandem gear?
A racer. I got a racer.
Hey, before we head off, these guys haven't ridden together at all. They've only just met. So what they need to do is just do a little loop and just practice their communication, the teamwork and the signals and that sort of things.
Particularly that Lizzie can't see, I've got to speak all the time. So we'll see how we go.
Yep.
Yay.
So we're ready to start. We've both agreed we're going to start with right foot up, push off on the right foot, but I'll count down our start and we're off.
Alright.
Ready, Liz?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, we got it perfect. Look at that.
Changing gear, changing up.
Yep, no worries, man.
There we go. Another one.
Yep.
Here we go. And we're off. Going left.
Yep.
Going left.
Yep.
Coasting. Stop.
Yep.
Stopping. Left leg down.
Yep. Ready.
And stop.
And so with Dion and Ethan, it's very different than it is with Lizzie because Ethan can see. So it's the communication's different, and you were saying it's about the balance.
Yeah, so Ethan's visibility, he can see, so the verbal communications are not so much, but with Ethan's coordination and stability, a synchronised start is more of a challenge. So he starts on the bike and I coast and then jump on and we pedal from there. He can see what I'm doing, so he times it. We don't need quite the same level of verbal communication, but yeah, the stability and balance is more of a challenge. You ready to go, Ethan? So once he's good to go, we get our foot in the right position and then we just roll.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Okay, it's a slight step up. Next step. That's it.
No
Got
worries.
it. Turning right.
You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Okay, we're in Glenelg. It's so beautiful here and the sun's come out. We're just waiting for Stephen and Derrick. So Stephen's on the back, Derrick's on the front. They'll be here soon and then we'll head down there and down towards Brighton, stop at a cafe there. Hey guys, we just got here, so we're just at the end of the jetty. Cool, we'll see you soon. Yay, Stephen and Derrick have just turned up. So this is Stephen on the back. Stephen is vision impaired. So Derrick's piloting or captaining.
Pilot, yep.
Yeah, pilot, stoker, on the back. And where's this cafe in Brighton?
Big Shots. If you go past Broadway and then you get to the main street up there.
Big Shots is your favourite, that's where we'll go. I like that.
Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
That was intense. These guys just went, whoa, like just took off. How fast were you guys going to?
We only hit 46 there.
Only 46, yeah. We're not even very fast, are you? No, no. That was cool. Right now I need to go find the others.
You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
If this coffee's no good, you're in big trouble.
No, it's pretty good coffee, I will admit.
This is Lizzie's favourite cafe. All right, This is really cool because we have the racing team over here. You guys are the racers, right? I mean, we just had a big sprint coming up, a short sprint, and I just couldn't keep up at all. You got to like, just like that, up to 40-something kilometres on it. So we're going to race uphill after this because I'm like, I can climb.
Right.
I'll climb, and I'll beat you up the hill. But
Challenge taken.
I love that. So Lizzie, how long have you been racing for?
Well, I actually am only just starting racing again. I was riding with the Tandem project some years ago when that was still going, but unfortunately due to life circumstance, I discontinued riding for a while. But then, I got my fitness back up to a suitable level over the last couple of years, and I reached out to Dave Parsons, who's doing a lot of work with vision-impaired athletes at the moment, and he sort of took me for a few hills rides to test my mettle, so to speak. And from there it was, all right, let's find your female pilot and see how far you can go with racing. So I've been riding with Cherie, my female pilot, for about 6 weeks now, and we've actually got our first race on Sunday, the State Time Trial Championship, so no pressure.
For training and just getting your fitness up and getting up to speed, how do you do that? Do you do indoor training?
Yeah, a lot of it's done on an indoor trainer, going to gym and working by yourself. And it's a safe way to get your fitness up to scratch without putting, yourself or anyone else at jeopardy either if you can't make it up a hill or something.
As a visioned person, I can tell you that working on the trainer is boring.
It is.
Hard work. It is the least preferable, but these guys don't have an option. And so the dedication that's required from these guys to get to that elite level, hat off to them.
I was thinking that because I don't do indoor training. Everything for me is outdoors, and I have to have the same thought. It's like, why would anyone want to do the indoor training if it's so boring? But I can understand, there's such a need for it, and you guys, it's a difference. Same with the tandem cycling, it's a difference in having a captain, whether or not you can ride or not.
It is effective though. It's an effective option, and it is much more enjoyable than the old spin bike without the measurements and the stuff like that. So it's much better than it used to be 5 years ago.
But for me, being totally blind, they can watch the videos on Swift or Wahoo or whatever, but I just have to put some music in, and it's even more boring for me because I can't see the videos or anything. I did 38k on my trainer on Sunday afternoon. It took me about 90 minutes. And I said to my partner, this is the most boring 38k I've ever done in my life. Like, no social aspect, or no one to talk to.
Usually you have your CNI dog with you.
Yeah.
Obviously you haven't today because you can't bring her.
I don't think she can run that fast. Yeah. I haven't used a cane in years. I probably have one somewhere laying around. I had to say to people, can you just guide me around today? Because,
Yeah, so that would be a big thing for you, Steve, as well, isn't it? Like when you go somewhere and then you stop at a cafe or whatever, you need somebody then to guide you.
Yeah, cycling pockets aren't big enough for your cane, so you're sort of reliant on the pilot for that as well, and reliant on them to go in order.
Second race now in the para-tandem sprint final, and the team in the second position, which is Stephen Kemp in the black skin suit and Shane Perkins, the pilot. They are one up. They win this, they get the gold medal.
So Steve, you started cycling when you were
12, so I was influenced by my granddad and Kieran Modra, who come and talk to my school. So influenced by them and started riding at school and started racing about 12 years old. Started off riding single bikes. I was vision impaired, but not blind enough to have to ride tandem, so I started off riding single bikes. I had some complications with my vision, about 18 or 20, and lost some vision and needed to go fully to the tandem. I had a few hairier moments and decided it was probably not worthwhile riding single bikes anymore.
And so then you decided, well, I'm not going to give up on this because I love it so much. I love racing. What can I do?
So yeah, I ride because I love it, not for any other reasons. I love racing. The goal has always been to be successful and be elite.
And some racecraft for Stephen Kemp and Shane Perkins. So well done to Kempy and to Perko for coming away with a win, 2 straight. First time at the championships for this pairing. Stephen Kemp, he'll be happy indeed to have partnered up with Shane Perkins. Gold medal to them. Kemp based in South Australia, Shane Perkins now based out of Western Australia. Para-tandem men's sprint final. And Stephen Kemp, along with Shane Perkins, taking out gold.
What's the fastest you've gone? Like, you do racing, so what's the fastest that you've gone?
Close to 100 k's downhill.
Yeah.
Quite easily.
Yeah, and then you go downhill, 100k downhill on a tandem bike.
You got a lot more weight.
It's fun.
Oh, it's fun. Oh my goodness.
It is exhilarating.
It really
Absolutely
is.
exhilarating.
And it's heavy, so it goes.
But is it scary? I mean, I kind of get nervous. That's my thing coming downhill. I'm nervous.
As you were talking about before, with the stoker really has to let go of that control.
And there's a balance between scary and exhilarating.
Okay.
Right? Because I have a respect for the speed, I have a respect for the danger, but once you know how to manage the danger, you can actually really enjoy it.
Yeah.
Right? And that's part of the exhilaration, that's part of the excitement, but you can't ever lose respect for the danger.
That's a good way of saying it,
I
actually.
think that's what differentiates a good pilot from an average or bad pilot. Is a good pilot will understand that being on a tandem it's heavier, so you collect more speed and how that feels for the stoker.
Yeah.
Whereas, I mean, I've been on the back of the bike with pilots who will just absolutely whiz down the descents and brake hard, and it's really scary, and then it's not enjoyable at all.
Derrick, you're a pilot or a captain.
Yep.
Yeah. How did you get into doing that?
I was riding with some other guys who had involvement, a group called the Tandem Project, and they were taking a lot of vision-impaired people out, and they were always looking for more pilots. And I just put my hand up and said, I'd like to have a crack at that and see if I can do anything with it. But getting people to volunteer to be a pilot is hard to do because people find it intimidating. It's like, oh my gosh, I could never do that. It's actually really easy. Yeah, really easy.
So you were riding before?
I've been riding since I was about 15, not racing or anything, just riding, and I was doing triathlons and things like that as I was getting older, and I just found this was going to be a different way to ride, and somebody else gets a benefit out of it as well.
It's very inspiring. You guys are so inspiring. Lizzie, you said, well, it's just my life. I don't see it as being inspiring, but it is very inspiring because you get out there, it's easy to not do stuff and just go, oh, I can't. But you're saying I can and I will, and yeah, you're an inspiration, and I think a good role model for other people out there who might be saying, oh, I don't know, say, well, come on, these guys are doing it.
It's sort of a mind over matter thing.
Yeah.
It's all about the attitude that you choose to adopt.
Yeah.
And it is attitude. Your attitude, your passion, your drive.
That's it.
You do.
Admirable.
You do have to be passionate about it to be able to persist with chasing pilots and organising things and working around people and those things. So you have to want to do it to be able to make it work.
Yeah. So Ethan, he's got autism, like going out on a bike can be scary, right?
Yeah, just the broader awareness of potential danger. Sometimes people in cars don't behave themselves, and the ability to monitor and adjust quickly is a risk. So it's safer for him to be able to go on the back of the bike, and that way he still gets to go out for a ride, and we get to go as a family group on social rides together. For a little while he had his own BMX, but just his coordination and balance was a bit of a challenge. So I felt the way to help him with his core strength and stability is that I'll control the bike, and that way he can still come for the ride and enjoy the scenery and the social interaction and not be left behind. For a lot of the time, cycling meant me being away from my kids and my family. Like if you're out doing a 100k ride and you're away from the house for 6 hours on the weekend when you already work long hours. So we were trying to find ways that we could bring the family all along, and as a parent you have to be creative to find ways to how can we do what we want to do together as a family and bring everybody to be part of that enjoyment. On one of our very first rides, Ethan was very much a passenger, and the legs were coming up, he was riding along, very much the hands were waving, and as the pilot, quite often I felt the bike move. Ethan was looking around. Part of what I wanted him to learn from that is how to sit the bike, how to ride the lines, and those things. To be a... Oh, here we go. Stitch is taking over. Don't be scared of trying to be a pilot, because if you can be a pilot, then you create opportunities for other people.
All right, we're going to go and race now because there's a little climb just up the road, and I'm going to see if I can beat Steve and Derrick because they're the racers, right? We just did that little race and they kicked my ass, so maybe we need to go up a climb and see if I can do that with my massive dinner plate cassette that I've got of 42. What do you reckon?
Bring it.
You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
Okay guys, as you can see, tandem cycling is not just about a romantic ride with your partner or the goodies, it's about getting people on bikes, giving people opportunities, and just meaning you can have fun and just be out there and being a cyclist. So, I don't know, wherever you are in the world, check out the tandem cycling communities that are near you. Here in Adelaide, we've been talking about Tandem project, yeah, which is something that was up and running but has been put to sleep for a while and is looking for funding and things. So I think we've been all talking and we think it's something that should definitely get back up and running and that we're all keen to be involved with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so Tandem project is...
Tandem project's an ability for people with vision impairment and any disability to be able to get out on a bike and just get out there and experience it. We just need some funding to get us up and going again and get us into competition where people really get that satisfaction of pushing themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, love it.
Yeah, so keep watching, follow along, and I think as well, Lizzie, you've got a Facebook page that people can follow?
Yeah, we got the Two-Stroke Tandem Facebook page. If there's any pilots that are interested in captaining for Stokers, just contact the Two-Stroke Tandem Facebook page. We'll tee some stuff up because there's plenty of athletes that are looking for pilots, plenty of just social and recreational people that are looking for pilots. So
awesome, that's what it's all about, like just everyone supporting each other and getting out on the bikes. I'll put links to those in the description below. Keep your eye out. We'll share more information through Cycle with Serafina and through these pages as well when we get Project Tandem project up and running. And a big shout out to Philip. Oh my goodness, yeah.
Lizzie's been awesome.
Yeah, but you came along, you brought a bike, you showed me how to ride one, and then you piloted for Lizzie, and you've never done that before.
No, not had Lizzie on the back before.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, 2 new people on the back today, so it was interesting. Yes. But Lizzie's super cool.
Yeah,
so are you, mate.
My friend.
Awesome. Okay guys, remember to subscribe, keep following along, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Yeah. See you later.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. All the good times just begun.